Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Hope you're all doing fabulous. It's been busy, busy bee over here. I'm gonna try to do a lot more videos for you guys. I've been kind of pulled in different directions, with my brother's friend who recently passed from a heart attack, and then, dealing with the dementia Alzheimer's case. So I kind of getting pulled in different directions, but I want to do videos on here because I know that doing videos can reach a lot of people, and I like spending my time helping as many people as I can. And I just see the power in technology and getting this information out to you guys as fast as possible. So here it goes. This video, I've been getting a lot of comments, questions from you guys, and it's awesome. I got one question from Jerry, and I said I would do a video specifically for you, Jerry, but this is for anybody else that's dealing with cysts or cancer or swollen lymph nodes in the throat. Jerry wrote into me, and I understand that you may not you don't have the money right now to buy some herbs, and you're just kind of wondering what to do. You think you might have throat cancer, and let's take a look here. I just asked you a few questions on if you had a past of smoking and what your diet is, and you said you haven't had a biopsy, you're not looking to get anything cut out, you haven't been diagnosed yet, and you quit smoking 7 years ago. Good for you. That's awesome. And okay, jumpstart. You got a lump in your throat, seems to get irritated, and you have acid reflux. Okay. So you asked a few questions, Jerry. How should I get my lymph system going first, for a fast, or just go on raw fruit? Any information? Okay. So yeah, you're right. You said here too, I'm not a doctor, but I've had experience in detoxing. Yes. So I'm not a doctor, so I'm just going to be sharing what I would do. Because I'm not telling you what you should do, but I'm going to be sharing what I would do if I had a lump in my throat. Now, Jerry, I've had swollen lymph nodes since I was young, and I almost had my tonsils removed. And I'm thankful I never got my tonsils removed, because this is a way for the body these lymph nodes are a way for the body to eliminate acids, toxins out of the body. So some doctors, they'll just remove your lymph nodes, thinking that's going to solve the problem. But again, we always like to look on my channel, we always like to address what's causing this. So seeing as you mentioned here that you have acid reflux. So anytime there's acid reflux, that just tells me that you got a lot of acid buildup, and you may have systemic acidosis, or this may be like coming from your stomach, where you may be just ingesting too many proteins, animal proteins, and that invokes hydrochloric acid in your stomach. So anytime you're eating protein, that's where you're going to increase stomach acid, hydrochloric acid, and then that can build up and travel upwards. Now, what I would do is I have done this with my own ovarian cysts and skin cancer, is I jumped right away onto the grapes. I just started eating as many grapes as possible. Also started drinking some lemon water. So I'd squeeze about half a lemon in a glass of water and drink that. Now for you, that may be too strong and too harsh on your throat. The lemons can be quite astringent, even your lemons, oranges, grapefruit. You may want to stay away from that based on what you're telling me with acid reflux. It may be too strong right now. So grapes are fairly gentle. You may have some, healing crisis, and you most likely will, going with the grapes. So there's going to be ups and downs, but I would just start bringing in raw foods. If you can't do the fruit right now, go to your green drink, start juicing, start bringing in as many juices as possible into your body. And also, if you can't afford the herbs right now, because I was going to suggest the 3 lung tea by Dr. Morse, that can have a lot of pull up here. But if you can't do that, I would say like herbs are so beneficial. And now that we're coming into the springtime, I'm not sure where you are, Jerry, but you know, you can often find dandelion outside. Outside in the backyard, I'll often grab like a dandelion, start juicing that. Any herbs that you can find in your area. Burdock is really good as well. But if you just have like a little bit of money, then I would say jump on Dr. Morse's Heal All Tea, and that will be really soothing for your throat. Also has some plantain in there, and that's going to help, you know, pull and draw some of these acids out. So most likely when you start doing this, when you start going on the fruit, on the raw food, you're going to have some mucus elimination. And we really want to also work on your bowels, because we want to eliminate that way as well. And you know what? Naturally, when you start bringing in the grapes, you're just going to start eliminating, which is what you want. But right now, what we know is that you are on the acid side of chemistry with the acid reflux and the lumps, the cysts, same thing as me. The lymphatic system's just building up. And you want to really address this right away, especially in the throat. You don't want that to turn into a hard lump, because you know what route that could be going down. So I would say definitely go on a raw food diet, and I would do some detoxes. I would do a great fast with some herbs if you can. And this will be like really soothing on your throat, the Heal All Tea. I think this is $20. You guys can let me know what the current price is, but yeah, it can go a long way. So you really just need to boil just a like teaspoon in 2 cups of water, and you'll be good throughout the day. You just sip on it throughout the day, and it's going to really pull a lot of acids out, as well as the fruit. So do what works for you. See how your body feels. I wouldn't go to the lemons, even though lemons are really good pullers of acids and getting that mucus out. But for you, that's maybe too much. So maybe just stick with the grapes or any type of, melons, whatever is in season for you. Cantaloupe, there's papayas, honeydew melon. I really love berries as well, doing a big bowl of berries. You can, do what works for you, but you most likely check out my video on healing crisis, because that's most likely what's, going to happen. But this is really years of acids, whether we're breathing acids in from the air, smoking, and then what we eat, our food. So an acid diet full of, junk food, fast food, processed food, chemicals in the food. So now we're just going to the other side of chemistry, and we're going to bring in some alkaline foods, which is hydration. We're looking at, your fruits have so much water content. So you're not going to be starving. So you're still going to be eating food. And some people do water fasts, but I like the fruit because you're still consuming food. You're not starving, and you're just focusing on bringing alkaline foods to the body. So but this may take, some people ask me, how long will it take to get these cysts out? It's different for everybody. And it just depends on how backed up your lymphatic system is. So I've been doing the grape fast, and then I've been going to just eating more of raw food. And then sometimes I'll incorporate some dry fasting, intermittent dry fasting, not too long, but that can be very beneficial as well. But really bringing in some herbs with the fruit, that's where you're going to see a lot of pull. And this can take some time, especially if you've been eating a high protein diet full of like heavy meats, steak, chicken, the proteins, the dairy is very, very mucus forming, very acidic and foreign to the body. So I would say what I have done and do and still doing is eating loads and loads of grapes. I'm just putting my money towards health instead of putting my money towards acid forming foods. So like in our environment, we already have, pollution from the air that we're breathing in, and then we already have, what we put on our skin. All of this gets absorbed into our body. So just start with focus on bringing in health to the body. We can look at, sweating too, getting that lymphatic. That's one way you can help pull out acids. You can jump on a rebounder. You can go into a sauna just to start helping the skin eliminate, just so the burden is not only on your kidneys. We want to focus on the kidneys and your adrenal glands. Most likely that everyone needs help with those glands. But also for you, I'm also wondering, seeing as it's here, we could also look at parathyroid and calcium. We want to make sure that you're bringing calcium-rich foods to the body. So collard greens, kale, chia seeds. I love chia seeds because they're high in calcium. You can throw them in a berry smoothie, and this is just this is for kind of long-term foods that to help you. But I would first do a grape fast. See how long you can go. And then you may have to take a step back and go maybe towards some greens or some steamed veggies. Just kind of see how you feel, see just how the grapes do in your body, and let me know. But this years of eating acid-forming foods, it's wreaking havoc on our kidneys, our adrenal glands, our lymphatic system. So we can work at sweating. That's how we can move the lymphatic system. Bringing in doing some detoxes, and then sticking with a raw food diet, and then getting some oxygen. So going in nature, going for walks, breathing in that oxygen-rich air. If you can go into the parks, forests, we want that really, really oxygen-rich air from the trees. And then getting some a little bit of sunshine too. Vitamin D is really essential. I love eating monomeals of oranges, but that can be quite astringent. So I would say I would do a grape fast, see how you do, and then kind of play around with how your body's doing. This is something that is going to be different for everyone based on your lymphatic system and how backed up you are. So you may need to, pull back and then know when to go at it again. So it's like stepping on the gas and then learning to, ease up a little bit, pressing on the brake a little bit, just so you're not stirring too many acids up in your body. The kidneys can only do so much, especially if they've been kind of locked down, and your skin may explode. You could get all sorts of reactions. So this is just about bringing in nutrition, health to the body, and kind of learning to just step out of the way almost and realize that you're now giving your body health. So I hope that helps you out. Health is really, really simple. It's just whole foods from nature, doing some detoxes, and then, sticking to a raw food diet. But if you're really wanting to pull this out, you may have to really go, step on the gas and realize that your health is your wealth. So even just putting like $20 here or there to some herbs that can really benefit you, and it's really soothing on your throat. That's what I would do, and that's what I am doing. So Jerry, I hope that helps you out. Thanks for your questions. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. Our team, our group here will help you out. They'll give some tips as well, let you know what's working for them. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And try not to get too stressed out. Just you're on the path. You're on the path to healing. You're on the path to Wellville. And there's a great group of us that are healing, that are doing our own detoxes, that are cleansing out the body and getting out these acids. So it's a journey. It's not something, not like a quick fix, like a quick pill that's just going to take it all away. That would be wonderful, but we got to kind of work back some of these, some of what we have done. So unconsciously too. But now you know truth, and well wishes to you guys. So thanks for watching.